All right, I'm going to give you an option on how to deckle an edge. You can see here an edge. A deckled edge is an irregular edge. You're going to need to use a deckled ruler. What that means is this ruler has an uneven or irregular edge that when you tear the paper, it gives you that nice deckled look. So you can kind of see the comparison when I pull out the regular ruler. I'm measuring the edge because I need to know, I want to tear from the back of the paper and not the front of the paper. So I'm making a light line to where I can follow along and tear the paper. You're pulling the paper back towards the ruler. And as you can see here, I'm cleaning up the edge because sometimes when you tear from the back, you still kind of have some pencil lines in the front. A deckled edge looks really nice in a floated frame, so I'm going to show you how to put it into the frame. This frame has several parts to it, so I'm going to kind of break it down for you and hopefully get you to decide you want to frame your own. On the back is always these little sticky things. You want to put your hand under a microfiber because you don't want to scratch the plastic. It's not glass. It's when they're this large, it's a plastic that is between the frames. So I'm also going to have to use some Gooby Gone because sometimes the little sticky stuff just doesn't come off very easily. So if you haven't used Goo Gone, it gets rid of stickiness. So right now I'm just trying to take the frame apart. Also, you have corners. You can see in the front there, you can see the corner piece. They protect the corners, but there are two staples in each one of these. So it's going to take you a little bit of time with a screwdriver and pliers to take those corners off. They're just to protect the corners so they don't get dinged up. All right, now I'm separating the plastic, and a lot of times you'll find that the plastic is a little dirty. There is a plastic cleaner, and I got some at Home Depot. I'm using Windex here, but you have to be really careful because sometimes Windex will actually scratch the plastic. So you've got to clean up the plastic on the inside and the outside. Right here, I'm putting an adhesive. This is a photo adhesive. It's like a long sticky tab. Uh, so I'm putting it in all four corners because if you don't put some sort of adhesive on the artwork, when you put the two plastic pieces back together, your piece will just slide. I'm using the microfiber to push down to make sure there's good contact, and I'm putting back in the inner frame. And then you've got the little tabs that go all the way around, and you need to be sure and screw those down because a lot of times those tabs are loose and they're just kind of hanging there. So there's a lot to assembling. Again, when you're using a floating frame, you need some sort of adhesive. Now I'm going back and I'm doing even more cleaning because a lot of times when you put the frame together, you get more dust. So clean it up so that you have a nice looking frame.